Right now on DC News Now at 4, tracking storms across the region. Meteorologist Damon Matson has the timing of when you could see rain. A bus fire in the 9th Street Tunnel causing a headache for commuters. We're going to tell you the tunnel's status heading into the evening commute. Plus, the Smithsonian Carousel is back open for visitors to enjoy on the National Mall.
Well, we saw it the other day, but I wasn't running. So today we found out I was running and we wanted to go with it. Well, I wanted to.
What it took to get here. And you think your local library is just books? Think again. From free streaming movies to museum passes and checking out cameras. We're stretching your dollar with the surprising free finds hiding at your neighborhood library.
You're watching the station covering all of the DMV. This is DC News Now.
As for DC News Now at 4, I'm Mark Hall.
Hey, good afternoon. I'm Annalisa Gale. On this Friday, Mark, we made it to the end of the week.
We did.
Let's take a live look now as a storm has been moving through our area. You can see from the radar there's still some green there, some rain coming down in parts of our area. This is a live look at the Monument, Western Virginia as well. And I also saw some rain outside here in Georgetown as well, Mark.
Well, I'll tell you what, let's head over to meteorologist Damon Matson with the first look at our forecast. Damon, how are things looking right now?
Well, it's certainly got a little more active over the last couple of hours, Mark and Annalisa, as expected here. But as we had with those live shots, yes, some of us are seeing that rainfall and hearing some of that thunder with those storms out there. But not everybody is. Look at how we have fairly quiet conditions as you go north and west of D.C. across much of northern Virginia, the eastern panhandle, and especially west of I-81. Nothing much is happening, but we do have a couple of clusters of thunderstorms that are generally hugging along the I-95 corridor back into north central Maryland. We have some heavier downpours drifting across Carroll, Howard counties, but as we zoom down into the district, here is that batch of storms that bubbled up over Montgomery County near Rockville and then eventually spread out over D.C. But look at this. It has already moved through. In just a half an hour, the heavier downpours are coming to an end. Still some heavy rain, though, just outside of Alexandria. And now we're seeing this activity move into Prince George's County from Forestville all the way back up toward Bowie. So this is what we have to be ready for, basically, as we go throughout the rest of this late afternoon, early evening. Additional showers and storms are likely to bubble up. Again, they will be very hit or miss, but if you're going to be out and about, you'll certainly want to keep some rain gear handy just in case. Now, we are seeing these storms this evening, but as we head into the day on Saturday, are we due for more rainfall to kick off the weekend? We'll have a full look at that forecast coming up here in just a bit.
All right, Damon, thank you. Well, right now, D.C.'s 9th Street Tunnel is still closed almost 24 hours after a Metro bus went up in flames underground.
Yeah, that thick black smoke from the fire could be seen for miles, as you can see in this image here. No one was hurt, thankfully, and everyone was able to get out of that tunnel, but still some impacts.
Yeah, DC News Now's Randy Bass joins us live along the tunnel with the latest. Randy, good afternoon.
Yeah, we're here right at the entrance of the 9th Street Tunnel, and I can tell you, still very much closed heading into the evening commute tonight. Still cones here blocking the entrance, and quite a few cars just sitting around not really knowing what to do, waiting as traffic backups move here along Constitution Avenue. And we're told that there's still quite a bit of work that needs to be done in order to get the tunnel totally back to normal here. And you can see some of these photos that were taken by Department of Public Works officials this morning, shared this morning after all the work they did overnight trying to get the tunnel back ready to reopen, moving charred parts of that bus, clearing debris, fixing broken and warped asphalt. DDOT officials confirmed the tunnel's ventilation system worked as it should to help get the smoke out of the tunnel. That smoke was seen across the district last night. The cause of the bus fire, though, still not clear. And DDOT says some of the fixes will happen over time, like replacing some of the fallen roof tiles and replacing permanent lights broken during the fire.
There was no structural damage to the tunnel. There was, however, significant heat, and that meant that all of the tiles on the ceiling and the walls actually fell to the ground. We are focused on removing any of the hanging and loose concrete and tile to make sure that when we open it up, we don't have to worry about things falling on the vehicles.
Now, the only vehicles moving through the tunnel right now are work cars coming and going. Still not clear when exactly it's expected to reopen. Now, the other piece of this puzzle here, the Metro bus that caught on fire. Some of those Metro buses have actually been taken out of service as they're being investigated and inspected as this is all going on. Coming up on DC News Now at 5, we're hearing more from Metro about what's next for Metro Bus. In Northwest DC, I'm Randy Bass, DC News Now.
Randy, thank you. And in Virginia, more than 20 people were hurt after 2 buses collided near the Pentagon. This all happened at around 7 this morning. The crash involved an Omni Ride and a Fairfax Connector bus at the Pentagon South parking lot. The extent of the passengers' injuries are unclear, but we do know 10 of the injured are Department of Defense personnel. The cause of the crash now still under investigation.
And take a look at this massive mobile home fire in Fairfax County, Virginia. It started around midnight on Trans World Avenue near the Chantilly Crossings shopping mall. No one was hurt. The level of damage still uncertain. The cause of the fire is still under investigation. In the district, Mayor Bowser and U.S. Attorney Jeanine Pirro rolling out new legislation targeting domestic violence.
Yeah, this is all part of their No DV campaign here. The goal to protect victims while holding the accused accountable.
DC News Now's Marielle Carbone is live in Northwest DC. Marielle, officials say that domestic violence is a growing problem in the district.
Yeah, Mark and Annalisa, it is. In fact, D.C. police say that 25% of all homicides that have happened so far here in the district this year have been domestic violence related, including one that happened right here in Glover Park when a man shot and killed the mother of his child before killing himself. So this new legislation aims to prevent domestic violence from ever escalating to that point. Now, if passed, the legislation does a few things, including providing privacy protections for victims who report domestic violence. It creates a new offense for when a domestic violence incident is committed in front of a child. The legislation also allows the courts to detain offenders charged with DV who have a history of domestic violence, so repeat offenders, and it also gives the court the ability to detain offenders who have repeatedly violated protection orders.
It's the repeated strangulations that we're seeing. It's repeated assaults that we're seeing. And at some point, we have to take a stand as a society and say, we're not going to accept this anymore.
Now, this legislation, it needs to go before the council, who will debate the different bills in this and then decide whether or not to put this into law. Mark and Annalisa, coming up at 5, we're actually going to speak to the family of Raven Edwards, the woman that was killed out here, to get their take on the proposal as well as some of the existing problems around domestic violence. Again, that is coming up at 5. But for now, live in Glover Park, I'm Marielle Carbone, DC News Now.
All right, Marielle, thank you. And if you or someone you know is experiencing a crisis, you can call the number on your screen. That's the domestic violence hotline at 800-799-7233. You can also text START to 88788. All right, well, a bill has been introduced on Capitol Hill to stop the Department of Homeland Security, including ICE, from establishing, operating, and converting warehouses into detention centers across the country. A co-sponsor of the bill is Maryland Congresswoman April McClain Delaney. It comes as a Washington County representative, as a Washington County represented area there that Delaney is representing is debating an ICE detention center being built in Williamsport. Right now, a judge has halted the project. McClain Delaney says she is concerned about the project, which could allow up to 1,500 detainees.
We're not packages. We got to step up and make sure that these don't open with the ban and keep ICE out of Washington County.
There have been numerous fatalities in those facilities. So we are supportive of this legislation.
Yeah, DC News Now has reached out to ICE for comment on that bill. So far, we have not heard back. And right now, we know it's day 2 of the NFL draft with round 2 and 3 set for tonight in Pittsburgh.
As of now, the Commanders, they're slated for a pick in the 3rd round after getting a very talented prospect in round 1 last night. Joining us live from the Commanders facility in Ashburn, Virginia is sports anchor reporter Alex Flum.
Yeah, Alex, the team's 1st round pick, Sonny Styles, arrived there today. How was his first day?
Yeah, Sonny said he knew throughout this draft process that he would become a Washington Commander. He told his family the day of the draft, and today he finally got to experience that moment of walking into the Commanders facility, donning the burgundy and gold, being a Commander, being excited to be here. And he talked to the media today. He just had a smile on his face. He was very serious. He said he had no anxiety, no nervousness. He's glad to be here. He feels like he's back in a family reunion, back with his family. And that's what he said in his press conference about how excited he is to join the Commanders.
Walked in the doors, it felt like the whole staff was out in the hallway. It was awesome. It felt like almost like a family reunion. Everyone welcomed me home, so it was great. Super excited. Like I said, when I walked out this building a few weeks ago, I knew this was the right place. And I told Coach Quinn, I was like, on my way, I was like, hopefully I'll be seeing you soon. So I was glad to be back.
And Sonny was excited. You could also see big smiles on head coach Dan Quinn and general manager Adam Peters' faces. They're glad to have this guy here. It's pretty evident seeing how happy they are. They have big plans for him. You know, Adam Peters had mentioned that he believes this could be a guy potentially that could be here for a decade, going to Pro Bowls, helping this team win championships. So I think fans are excited, the team's excited. The Commanders really feel like they got their guy in Sonny Styles, and it's cool to see him officially in Ashburn joining the team. For now, reporting at the Commanders facility in Ashburn, Alex Flum, DC News Now.
All right, Alex, thank you. Yeah, hopefully it works out that, you know, Styles will be another star, because Jaden Daniels was definitely impressive, you know.
Well, you know, the Commanders had a 7th overall pick, and the goal is to not blow it, to get a good player. And obviously at the 7th pick, they feel that they got their guys. So we're looking forward to seeing him out in the field.
All right, well, still ahead here on DC News Now at 4. The carousel opens at on the National Mall there. See how people are reacting to that change.
And at Maryland University covering tuition for some families, the latest ahead.
And later, the library has more than just books. Did you know that? How you can get some free finds at your local library. We're stretching your dollar.
You are watching DC News Now at noon, at 4. Okay, but you can see, look at those clouds coming in there. The storm is on its way.
It's Friday, and Mark has done the noon, and now the 4. So, yeah, he's almost there. You're watching DC News Now at noon, just as looking out at the, you guys said noon too at 4.
That's okay.
This is the clouds here. We're back right after this.